Hello, everyone. Just a quick update on today's cuckoo clock work. First thing I did was working on the house. I repaired the corner that was all separated, put a bunch of wood glue in the corner, and then I sandwiched the corner with cardboard. And I used a giant C-clamp to hold everything down. And part of the reasons that I did that was I didn't want the C-clamp to dent the wood and leave a mark, but I wanted to be able to make it firm so that cardboard gave some cushion. And then also, as there was spillage from the wood glue when it dries, I didn't want the clamp or anything else to stick to the wood and damage it. But this is just paper. So as I peel it off, it would leave some paper behind on the house, which I could just sand down. So as we look here, it's all sanded. It's all fully intact again. All the bottom paper is gone. So this house is now pretty much repaired. Also filled in the crack with the wood glue and a bunch of holes throughout the structure. So it's ready to go. And then the new weights came today. So I've got two new weights. 275 grams each. I estimated these weights just based on looking at similar clocks online. So I'll be able to test them shortly and find out if they work or not. So that'll be part of my process. I also got my clock oil. So now I can clean the mechanism. And the other thing that I found, I was cleaning the chain and the hooks. I've been using a brass firearms brush for that. This guy right here, brass firearms brush, bore cleaning brush, gun kit brush, whatever you want to call it. It's soft enough that it doesn't damage the metal, but stiff enough it'll get a lot of the grime off. So I'll be using this and a toothbrush to clean the gears. I'm only going to be using this on like the thick brass plating. I'm not going to use it on any of the actual gear mechanisms. So I got the clock oil, and then new bellows came in today also. I had to get new bellows rather than just repair the old ones, because old bellows only have one top piece. The other top piece is totally missing. So I ended up just replacing both bellows completely. And this bellow top had a wire attached to it. So I ended up putting it on top of the new bellow and marking with a pen where everything was, and then lining it up again and installing the old wires into the new bellow. So now my next step is I'm going to gently pry these off and install these in their place, but the bellows work. So that's good news. This one, same thing, it works. So I'll be able to switch the bellows out. That'll get me one step closer to getting this cuckoo clock functional. I've got a pendulum on the way, and I think I've narrowed down a replacement crown. I'm probably just going to buy one and sand it rather than try to fabricate a new one. But the crown molding and the back panel, I think, are the last components I need to buy. So I'm going to get those ordered probably next weekend. And then once the crown molding comes in, sand it down and refinish everything. My next major piece to work on in terms of cosmetics is going to be repairing that front faceplate. And then I'll be able to start putting some of these internals back in the clock, because I'm going to stain the birdhouse itself here pretty shortly and get that going, and then seal it, and then start reinstalling the internals, reinstalling the clock face, reinstalling the gear mechanisms, reinstalling the whistles, putting it all back together a little piece at a time until we have a completely functioning birdhouse. or cuckoo clock. So that's it for today.